Good evening, guys. In today's video, I will be answering some of your questions. Some of you guys had a question on how we analyze the trading view indicator and strategy in order to come up with entry and exit and take profit strategies. So that's one of the main topics of this video. But also, guys, I will be releasing a new version of the bot, which has a lot of bug fixes. So this will be the version that we will be running, and I will be showing you guys how we run this new version compared to having the old version. So it's just by replacing the config.json file. So it's just one file you copy and paste over, and then the new version should be working. I've also finished the trading view strategies, so we will be doing some backtest, and I have some settings that I think are doing really well. Yeah, if you're interested in that, stay watching. For the new people, guys, I have also live trading bots that are currently trading for about 48 hours in these live rooms, and yeah, I'm also recording one of them, which is doing the 15-minute signals, and I will have a time lapse coming very soon, and where we analyze every signal and every entry and exit and how we can improve upon them. The other one is a short market making bot, and is doing even better, but has been shorting for a while now, so that's really nice. Both of them are running live, and if anyone wants the strategy, you can just simply copy them over, so that's pretty cool. Now let's just have a look at the indicator. You guys asked, like, okay, what do we have to do when we change to a new bot, or how much do we have to edit? As I explained to you in one of the earlier versions, when you paste your webhook messages within the indicator, so this is the indicator, the HPH indicator, and for the bool alert, bool add alert, etc., you have to create those webhook messages, and then you paste them in here. Then you can save it as default. Now, when you save it as default, which I've done with my webhook messages for the bear and bear add and all that stuff that I shared with you guys, right? So here, I saved it as default. Now that means that I can delete this indicator, and the next time I go towards this indicator, so I have it here. Next time I go into this indicator, all my webhook messages are there, right? So I don't need to recreate those, right? So let's have a look. This is the new version of the bot, test release v1.3, and you can see there is a config.json file in here. I already loaded it up with the 15-minute tables that I created recently. So those will be in your active tables folder, but the config.json file, you want to replace it with the old one that you already filled in. So no need to recreate the whole thing, but you just want to remove the old one and replace it, or remove the one that's in here and replace it with the old one you already filled in. So this is the only thing you really have to replace, and then you can just click on start test.desktop. Okay, so I've already done this, so you can see my bot is already running here in the background. And what we want to do is just have a look at this strategy, like how can we improve it? How does this make sense? Now, the best way to do it is to use the old version of the strategy first, so you can have some visual representations of the signals. Okay, so you can go to the visualization part, and you can, for example, click on show super trend. Okay, this will show you the super trend on a visual on the chart, basically plotted on the chart, so you can see, like, okay, if the price goes, let's say in this scenario, below the green ATR line for the super trend, then we get a sell signal, right? If we go above the red line with the candles, then we get a buy signal. Okay, so that's the super trend. That's the main indicator used in our strategy. Okay, now the next thing is the add Keltner. So let's remove the super trend visualization and let's add the show add. Okay, now why does it print an add signal here? Because we are short and we've crossed the top line of the Keltner's channel and we're coming back in. That's when we print an add signal, right? And we can look for another add, same thing here, right? We are in a short signal, we come back into the Keltner channels, we print an add, and here as well. Okay, so those are the add signals, and the same thing pretty much for the take profit signals. Okay, so that Keltner channel is a bit wider, as you can see, so we're taking profit on a bit wider base. And you can see, for example, here we come outside of this Keltner channel and then come back in. That's a great time to take profit, right? Same thing here, right? And this will help you to understand, okay, those are the recipes for our strategy. Super trend is the main recipe. We want to follow the trend, go with the price. Okay, that's really important in crypto since we have so much volatility. Then the TP and add is like, let's compare it to somewhat of a Bollinger Band, but it's called the Keltner channels. Okay, so just to make it simpler. Now, these are the settings that I've found very useful. I have already put them into the strategy that I will share with you guys, but I will show you guys. I set the super trend on 11 and 6, which I showed you guys in one of the previous videos why we do that. It's the best settings for the super trend most of the times. I set the Keltner channels to 1.6 for the take profit, and yeah, pretty much you can leave the rest the same. You can do this, change this a little bit and see. But these are the settings that I came up with. So now it's up to you to find some better settings maybe. Okay, so the first thing should be clear now. Super trend, Keltner channels, those are the two main recipes. Now let's go to the backtester and see what I found the best settings. And you can see I already showed you guys, which is for the Keltner channel take profit, we fill in 1.6, and then 11 and 6 for the super trend. That's all I adjusted, and this is how you will receive the strategy. And now you can see that it does nearly 900 trades on the 40-minute time frame, and it beats the buy and hold by a bunch by being profitable 73.5% of the time, but we use it on the 15 minutes, and we're still 71% profitable with 750 profitable or closed trades. So overall, a very stable and good performing strategy. I also, what I find important is that it also should work on some of the other cryptocurrencies, right? So even though we have some losses here, you can see that buy and hold would have done way worse. Okay, so we just want to basically be more efficient with our investment than a buy and hold strategy. So as long as we beat this by a lot, then I think it's a robust strategy and it works in a lot of markets, which to me is very important, right? So Kusama, yeah, you can test it out for yourself. The settings seem very robust to me, and but I'm very sure that we can find a lot better settings, and because we also have the filters. Okay, so you can have higher time frame EMA filters. My idea for that is that we create a tailor long strategy that is very much that is super good at finding the right long, and doesn't really focus on finding shorts, just doesn't trade at shorts, for example. And then we create another strategy that is super much focused or overly fixed on the short side, and we combine those into one strategy, right? So yeah, let's just have a look at what the best settings or if we can find better settings for this. I'm sure we can, because this just took me 1 day to come up with these settings. I didn't use any backtesting or tool for that, just looked at it visually and then used the strategy to do the backtest. The properties for the strategy, it does one pyramid order, so one edit order, which is on the add signal. Let's go back to Bitcoin. So you can see we have let's go back to our 15-minute time frame, which we are in right now. Just make sure if I didn't change any settings here. Anyway, it doesn't really make any difference. I just wanted to show you guys that we have, whenever we have an ad, did I change anything for the ad signals? Okay, I don't see any ads right now, so let me just quickly try to find one on the screen. Maybe if I do it like this. Yeah, okay, now I get the ads. Okay, so we can do one order, one entry and one ad signal. So I think we want to set the pyramiding to 2, but I will check that out in a second and let you guys know. So yeah, that's the strategy that we're going with, and I will share the trading view strategy with you guys as soon as I'm done uploading this video. So you guys can have a go at it and have a look at maybe some EMA filter that might do really well with our super trend Keltner's channels, or some TRS on the higher time frame. And the TRS is like the our version of RSI, right? And I also added for one of our users MDI filter. So if he knows any strategies with that, you can also create a filter with that. So yeah, that's the main thing, and I hope this with the visualization helps you guys to understand like what these signals are based upon. And just remember that you can save these webhook alerts as default. So as soon as you have created them once or copied them over from My Strategies once, you can just paste them in here and then save it as default. Then the next time you basically add the indicator, you'll already have them in there, right? So for example, if I add it again, all the settings are already in here. Okay, so let's start the bot up. Oh yeah, it's already started actually. And as I told you guys, the only thing you really have to do is start a webhook. Okay, so we started our webhook. Now let's say we did our backtest, we know our settings, we have put our settings into the new strategy. Okay, so 11 and 6, that's the main thing, and 1.6 for this. Okay, so now we have everything inputted in here. And let's say we want to create an alert. Well, we have started our webhook, so we can copy this link over. We can go over to the alert section here and create a new alert. And all we really have to do is choose our super Keltner's channel, choose the any function alert. Okay, so it's already set to that. And then you want to paste in your webhook alert message, which you get from the bot. Okay, so you just paste it into this webhook URL link, and then you give your alert a name. So let's say testing 15 minutes. Okay, and then create. That's it. Now your bot is connected with TradingView, and your strategies will start and stop, and your position will open and close based on these alerts. In the next video, we'll be going over deep backtesting and how you can use the performance summary to get a lot of information. So just to give you guys an example, if we do deep backtesting over the past 5 months of trading, and we have a look at the performance summary, we get the following information. We get the largest winning trade, the largest losing trade, and we get the number of winning trades and number of losing trades for the longs and short side. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to the YouTube video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.